Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your July 2023 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. It will be a brief message of Celtic cross spread, but please be mindful energies are non-gender specific. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. It is a general reading, so if you want a personal reading you can check out my website, information in the description box below. So I'm just going to do one ping of the sound bowl just to tune in. You can join me in an inhalation and exhalation if you so desire. So I'm going to take one deep breath in and exhale. Okay, Aquarius, let us see what is going on for you in July. I may not go through all the cards, I'd rather just tell you a story. Because those of you who watch this are pretty familiar with all the meanings of the cards. I'll probably show you some of them, but there we go. I'm going to lay them all out first. If you don't mind just giving me a minute or two just to absorb it, and then we'll go into a reading. I'm just going to clarify a couple of these cards before I head right into it. Can I have that one, please? That one, please. I'll do 3 cards for that. And then could I get this one, please? And 2 more, please. And what's this? What's that one, please? 3 of those for me, please. Okay, Aquarius. It's actually a really positive reading, okay? But you are kind of holding yourself back a wee bit, okay? So basically it seems to me that the whole month of July you are in this remorse, regret of, oh my god, what did I do? Okay, but what's trying to come in, the crossing energy, is finding you're sort of too concerned with the physical surroundings and how you're feeling, that the understanding, the logic, the deep introspection is trying to come in, but your head is in a different place. Okay, in the center of the reading we've got this 5 of Cups. So basically the story basically talks about a guy who has lost his taste for wine, and so he's upset about that. 3 cups in front of him are spilt over, 2 behind him have not been spilled, but it's behind him. He cannot see the future, he's too caught up in the past. That one's clarified by the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, it seems to me like you have you're regretting a new beginning, right, that puts you in your power. And the Queen of Pentacles talks about being sort of not necessarily homebound, but very kind of like concerned and be quite resourceful with what they've got. You know, perhaps for example for some of you decided you want to work from home and you're like, oh my god, I regret this. Okay, but what's trying to come in is the Hermit is trying to come in and because the Hermit is crossing you, okay? The Hermit is trying to come in to say, Aquarius, you did the right thing. You did the right thing. I know you did the right thing because the immediate past is the Ace of Swords. So something was clear for you. You recognized that there was a brand new perspective that came in as it relates to your home life, your work life. Okay, I'm not really seeing much in the love department here. Nothing's really jumping out. Okay, but you made a very clear decision that in the past and in the month of May, in the month of July, you are now going, oops. Okay, your focus is the Hierophant. The Hierophant can talk about higher organizations, government, departments. I would say really an area of authority, okay? It's clarified by the Chariot, the Hangman, and the Five of Pentacles. So the what's actually happening over here for you, Aquarius, is that you, whatever you're regretting, now the concern is with regards to your sense of status, okay, and where you sit within that. There's an energy where you just want to charge forward with the Chariot card, kind of going, you know what, I'm going to take it all, I'm just going to move forward, I just need forward momentum. But then with the Hangman is basically saying, well, there was a bit of a delay in order for you to see this from a higher perspective, gain that enlightenment, because his head is glowing, you see. He suspends himself upside down so he can understand things from a much deeper level, similar to the Hermit card, right? And the Five of Pentacles kind of goes, oh, whoopsie, if I'm not careful, I will settle into a lack mentality, right? I might not have enough finances. I may feel kind of neglected, left out in the cold, and no one really gets me, okay? So the focus really is on how wanting to rise above, and even like rise above, it feels like the decisions that you made with that clear-cut Ace of Swords card, even though you're regretting it now in July, it feels to me that the desire is to move forward and follow, also like a sense of spirituality in terms of your spiritual path, but you might be caught up in the physical environment a little bit, all right? At a much deeper level, what you're picking up on is temperance, that everything takes time and patience, and things need divine, not only is it divine timing, but there's divine orchestration at hand here. And really at a deeper level, what's happening for you, Aquarius, is you are metamorphosizing, not transforming, metamorphosizing. You're turning one thing into another, similar to kind of the Magician card, but you're blending your energies, and you're putting your heart into your passion into your heart, all of these sorts of things. You're kind of, I'm getting the sense of you are at a deeper level, and intuitively, subconsciously, you are becoming more fuller, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's actually a really, really positive reading, but the trouble is you have this energy of like, what did I do? Okay. Now you will see that change up for you this month. It is looking bright. Okay. You're going to be questioning yourself. You're going to be probably doubting yourself a lot this month. But then things are going to show up to tell you that no, you made the right decision. That Ace of Swords was true. Okay. In the immediate future, we've got the King of Pentacles. So you really are now thinking, okay, well, if I'm feeling this lack mentality, if I feel like I've lost my sense of status or connection to an organization, or my own sense of leadership, if I'm feeling a little bit left out in the cold, what the King of Pentacles says is that the focus now, the immediate future focus is now you're going to do whatever it takes to regain that energy. Okay, we've got the Ten of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Pentacles. So what this tells me is that you're recognizing that there needs to be, that you're very close to regaining that energy within yourself. Okay, and what that regaining energy is like, for example, if you've, it's the best way to describe this. Say, for example, now I'm not really seeing much love come up over here, but maybe this is your story, but it's just, if I just give you the energy and then you can apply it how it resonates to you, right? Say, for example, you leave a partnership, okay? And the clarity, the clarity came in that you needed to do so, absolutely. Now that it's done, you regret it, okay? And you're like, oh my God, what did I do, okay? And in that feeling, in that uncertainty, you may be thinking, well, who am I now? Where am I now? I'm all alone. Nobody gets me. Nobody understands me. I've got to fend for myself, right? But in the month of July, even though the focus is there, the immediate future shows up and says, no, you are going to be creating your own sense of independence. You're going to be creating your own sense of wealth. You are going to be regaining that back. The Wheel of Fortune is coming on in saying, you've got a burden that you've got to carry, right? There's a little burden, which is now the responsibility. Okay, it's simple as that. It's responsibility, a certain responsibility in terms of your new direction, right? Excuse me. And you will be regaining that for your future momentum. So I just feel like you're a little bit stuck in the rut in July thinking, oh, what did I do? What did I do? But then you start to see, okay, now I need to finalize something, take that responsibility for myself, and embrace that Wheel of Fortune that's coming in. And what the Wheel of Fortune is doing is basically bringing you back into a sense of power. Okay, where you initially feel a little bit disempowered by the Hierophant, meaning an organization, a system, a status, a title that you may have had, that you're going to be regaining in a different way. Okay, and in so doing, that's showing up again in your approach. You are now looking at all the areas that you have negated yourself. Okay, because obviously if you have started something, you had gained clarity on something, right, that is a shift. That's actually a new beginning, right? And so now the idea of July is to kind of bring things back into your power, okay? Kind of rework something, but within yourself. So there could be areas that you have neglected leading up until this point. Maybe it was a hobby that you wanted to turn into like a sideline hustle. Maybe it was some friendships that went astray because you were too busy dealing with the situation. So whatever the case may be, your focus this month is your approach is that, okay, well, the things that the unfinished business, I'm now going to handle it. Okay. Your environmental factors and how other people see you is the Knight of Cups. So I think this is absolutely beautiful. What this tells me is that you are now operating from the heart space, which is really, really, really positive. You are allowing yourself to be idealistic, dreamlike, excited about the future, doing the things that make you happy. Okay, I feel like you are slowly shifting out of what this idea of status or what your situation is, where your platform lies. Okay, with regards to society, with regards to the home environment, partnerships, friendships, family, whatever the case is, because there's been a disruption there. I feel like now you are needing to find it within the avenue of the heart space, and other people are seeing you in that way as well. And I feel like other people want a piece of you as well in that energy, which is really, really nice. Hopes and desires, Seven of Swords. There's a situation relative to this Ace of Swords, whatever that, because I'm definitely seeing it connected, whatever that aha moment you had was, okay, whatever that truth serum was, that new perspective of like, something has shifted, I need to move past it, and then you've already done that, and now you're like, oh my God, what do I do? The hope and fear is to be able to navigate that energy in a very tactical way. So what this means is being very mindful of the things you voice, the things you say, how you express yourself, okay? Thinking before speaking, understanding that you want to avoid as much carnage as possible in the shift that you're going through. And so the desire here is to able to navigate the way that is ultimately better for you, but without burning any bridges. That's the real sense I'm getting from that. The outcome is beautiful, Aquarius. We've got the Emperor. So now by the end of the month, you are really in a very strong power of knowing how to apply your energy. It feels to me that by the end of the month, you have gotten on top of some of the unfinished business that needed to be addressed, some responsibilities, some burdens, and now you're setting like a very clear structure for yourself moving forward. And it has a plan attached, okay? It is strong. It is something that you're applying yourself. You know how to apply yourself, okay? It may have been before that you were like, oh my goodness, I don't know how to apply myself. Now you're knowing. By the end of the month, you're knowing that, okay? And it feels to me as well that we've got something from the past that's wanting to come in, some news from the past that's wanting to come in. And you are seeing how, and with that Four of Cups, I'm feeling like you're wanting to take it, okay? Because basically you bring a 6 and that fourth one that's been offered, which would make it a 7, which 7 of Cups is options, okay? But then when we add them together, we've got 6 and a 4, which is 10 of Cups, which is ultimate happiness, fortune after difficult, okay? After difficulty. So it feels to me like you are allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself new ideas to come in, and it initially comes in with messages, with communications. You're starting to speak to a few more people. People are starting to give them, because they are, I suppose, influenced by your charisma this month in terms of your moving with the heart space. I feel like you've taken a lot of people's ideas on board, and with that communication, that page of swords, and now you're starting to make severe plans for the future, okay? And it's like, it feels to me like it's taking everything on board, but it's like it's very structured, okay? So it's a really positive month. I'll just show you the surrounding cards. We've got the Four of Swords with the Star cards, major healing coming in, okay? Lifting of burdens. Ace of Pentacles with the Devil cards. So we've got a brand new start as well on your horizon, surrounding you, which is very similar to that Ace of Cups energy, that new beginning, right? But there's still a little bit of worry or toxicity related to the devil. I mean, it can just talk about a Capricorn, but it could talk about you just want to make sure that whatever new beginning you have is not going to make you feel trapped, because that's the whole goal here. All right. So Aquarius, a very positive reading, as long as you can come into awareness that anything that you might have regretted from the past needs to shift and stay in the past. Okay, it's in the past for a reason. It's not in the present anymore. You are keeping it alive by keeping it in the present, but it's over. So if that, you are going to be regaining your power, okay, big time, but it's in a very different way than before. So I absolutely love this for you, Aquarius. I really hope it helped. If it did, give me a thumbs up. You can subscribe. I'm really grateful for all the watches and subscriptions and likes and comments and shares, whatever. So thank you very much. Have a beautiful month, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.